Hi, and welcome to the premiere of Our Lives After, a TTJRPG campaign featuring Fabula Ultima. You're watching episode 1 of our 6-episode limited series.
Thank you so much to our sponsors, Blackbird Revolt, Chepoku, Hero Forge, Storyteller's Nest, Tom Cardos, and WordWorks. We will have more information about our sponsors during our scheduled break.
And thank you to Alexander Nakarada, Dusan, Emma Panada, Epidemic Sound, Jay Stratman, Jiraiya, Murgles, and the Lady May. These folks helped make everything we're going to be doing today very special and possible.
And content warnings for this episode will include fantasy violence, death, drowning, complex relationships, grief, loss of loved ones, betrayal, and isolation. A gentle reminder to please take care of yourselves, and if the show becomes too much, we want to encourage you to step away for a moment just to make sure that you'll be okay.
All right, let's get to the good stuff and let's go around the table and introduce everyone. Please tell me who you are and who you're playing today, I guess for now. Emma, Game Master, let's go.
Hi, it's me, Emma, the Game Master. I'm Emma Panada. I use they, them pronouns. I'm not playing a character because I'm the GM, so I kind of play everybody. Drac, you have a character.
Muted.
You're muted,
Oh.
Drac.
Damn. Hi, I'm Drac, or Draconics. I use he, they pronouns. And I'll be playing Adana Marseille, who uses any pronouns, any and all. Don't really care. Alex.
Hello, I will be playing Oliver Pham, and he likes to fish, and I'm going to pass it on to the one and only Liv.
Hello, I am Liv. I use she, they pronouns, or Shay. Yeah, just throw it in there. I will be playing Jimena, who uses she, her pronouns. And I'm going to pass it off to Bestie Piper.
Hi, I'm Piper. I use they, them pronouns, and today I am playing Ryan Kish, who uses they, she pronouns. And I'm going to pass it on back to Stella.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Stella Luna. Today I'll be playing Vissa. We both use she, they pronouns. If any of our live viewers would like to interact with this game, please use the command !surge in chat for more information. We hope that you will enjoy the show. See you soon. Content warnings for this episode include fantasy violence, violent deaths, drowning, corporate abuse, stress, complex relationships, grief, loss of loved ones, betrayal, and isolation.
That song's a banger.
Truly. Clear blue skies hang over a large city without end, slightly before noon as the sun radiates an intense aura on the city below. Tall skyscrapers stretch into the air, and a concrete jungle creeps out from them into the horizon. The streets below are full of those going about their day-to-day lives, as well as a large variety of tourists gazing about in wonder. Many of them have fans in their hands as sweat drips down their brows. Above them stands a modestly sized building with a logo for Blue Light Studios displayed proudly at its apex. Inside, we find a femme person sitting inside their large office looking at their computer. Visa just finished her most recent assignment from their uncle Vinny, which was to scroll through the social media reaction to the latest trailer for Blue Light's newest multiplayer action RPG, Theta Gauntlet, for any negative comments that are gathering attention, and compile them into an email to Vinny and his sales team so they know what aspects of the game to showcase or clarify on in the future. As you hit send on your email, you see your inbox is empty. Whether you think you're so good at your job that they can't keep up with sending you new projects, or you recognize that your position is largely privileged and unimportant, you find that your tasks for the day are currently complete. Stella, can you please describe what Visa looks like and how you imagine their office might be set up?
Oh, yes. So Visa's office is right by the water cooler, and it is very neat. On the table, there is a custom vinyl sticker, essentially, that's been laying out and has a variety of hearts and sparkles and stars instead of that drab wooden-like surface. And each of the appliances, the peripherals for their setup, they're all this bubblegum pink, including the monitor. The monitor itself has this fuzzy pink trim around it, and it has fake bunny ears coming off the top. And on their desk, you can see that there is a calendar, and each day is crossed off leading up to today, which hasn't been crossed off quite yet. Sitting back, Vissa has a soft smile on her face. She's holding her tumbler and realizes it's empty, and she gets up. As she gets up, she is wearing a two-piece suit that is bubblegum pink, tailored fashionably for the newest trends, and every inch of them is manicured, presentable, everything in its place. And she wanders over to the water cooler and looks around, trying to see if she recognizes anyone or if anyone's going to join her as she fills up her cup.
Absolutely. As you're filling out your cup, looking out upon the array of cubicles that are randomly set up kind of in this large room outside of your office, you see a number of familiar faces. One of them is extremely familiar to you as our camera kind of zooms in and we see Adana. Drac, can you describe Adana as you're currently sitting at your desk working on a mountain of tasks?
Yes. Adana is a mask person. They have shoulder length locks, all black, tied right now in a half up, half down. Deep brown eyes, really accentuated by dark, heavy bags under them, just through pure exhaustion. And it seems like every passing second that they're staring at their screen is just getting worse. They don't even seem to blink at times. They're fairly average in every other means. When it comes to height, they're pretty average. When it comes to how thin they are, they're pretty averagely built. They have a warm face, but it's coldly lit by the blue of the screen right now. Like I said, they're exhausted. They should be. They are in their like mid to late 20s, but the exhaustion has aged down quite a bit from there. But yeah, they're sat at their desk. Just they're a game programmer at Blue Light Studios, so they're just working on their next project with a ridiculous crunch time on it. So they're working hard, and I was going to say hardly working. No, they're just working hard.
Absolutely. So Visa, you see Adana kind of hard at work there, somebody you've known for quite a long time. Do you want to go bug them?
Yes. I look around and make sure that Uncle Vinny is nowhere near. I slide up. Hi, Adana.
You just hear the clacking of the keyboard and clicks of the mouse. They don't notice you at first. Just very locked in on the task at the moment.
Slowly sliding around into your cubicle, leans over, pokes one of the piles of paper. Oh, got a lot going on there. Anything I can help with?
There's a few seconds of just no response, and then almost as if they just noticed you, they go, "Oh,
No.
oh, Vissa, hi. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Do you need anything? I'm working. I'm nearly done with my task. I'll have that sent over if you need to check over it, but I can send it straight to the boss if you need. Is there something wrong? Did I do something wrong?
Oh, no. Nope, everything looks fine. Oh, your water cup looks empty. He reaches over and begins to take it up.
It's fine. I don't drink until a bit more after lunch because if I drink now, I end up needing to take a toilet break, and we don't really have time for that.
Okay. Puts it back down. If you say so. Well, if you need to recharge, I brought some cookies. They are in the break room next to the donuts.
Wait, has it been lunch?
It
Not
is
quite yet.
not quite yet. Nope.
Okay. Thank you. I'll have a cookie at lunch. Thank you. What kind of cookies are there?
Oh, I brought many different kinds. I brought chocolate, vanilla, rainbow, nougat, brownie, and she continues to list it off. An exhaustive list of someone that's trying way too hard.
They're just kind of nodding, and you can see that they're listening, but you can see that their eyes are kind of darting. One first like around to see that anyone like noticing that they're not working, and then over to the computer screen ever so often.
Adana, why don't you go ahead and give me a roll?
First
We're gonna
roll
do
of
our
the
first little
game.
roll.
First roll to make sure no one notices me not working.
Yeah, give me an
Slacker
insight plus
roll.
insight.
Slack roll.
This
Insight
isn't
plus
going to be
insight.
difficult, so don't stress too much.
Okay.
Adana's
in
going to
Fabula
stress.
Ultima, yeah, in Fabula Ultima, everybody, you have 4 kind of attributes. And every time you make a roll, you're going to roll the die that's assigned to one of those attributes. And you always roll at least 2 dice. So for this, just because Adana's looking around, we just do insight plus insight. And you rolled an 11, which is really good. As you're looking around, you do notice a lot of people are hard at work, but one person in particular is watching from the water cooler now, named Mary Rosehill. Now, Mary started here probably about 5 to 6 months ago and has been a go-getter and overachiever in a lot of ways, but still in your entire department, you're kind of the go-to when people are needing urgent tasks done or they just need to dump a job onto somebody, it's going to you. And Mary has, over the past few months, especially as she's gotten kind of more and more used to the job, she's been going to you to try to take more and more work off of your shoulders to help out. And as she sees the 2 of you talking and as she finishes filling up her water, she approaches. Oh, hey, and Visa, as you kind of turn, you see Mary with like very short-shaved, like dark blonde hair and a lot of piercings across both ears. She looks towards the large pile of papers on your desk, Adana. Oh, you have even more. Would you like some help?
Oh no, I'm fine. I think I can handle it. If we just work through lunch, it should be good. No, thank you for offering though. Just want to make sure I'm able to help everyone out with their tasks. So it's also good. You have enough on your plate as is. Especially you're just starting, Mary. You don't need to worry.
I've been here for like half a year. I mean, I understand, but really, if you need help, I'm doing stuff, but I have room where I can take some
It's
things off your
fine. It's
plate.
fine. I'll be fine. I can get this all done by the end of the week. 'Cause you'll be fine.
During this conversation where someone who actually does work has offered to help do the work, Vissa has slipped away.
Where do you think you've gone now?
Ooh, I social butterfly around the office. Conversations of no substance whatsoever. How's the weather? Oh, your dog. Oh, so cute. Do you have any new photos? Oh, I love your shoes. Oh no, there's something in your teeth right there. And just essentially wanders towards where her sister is.
Yeah, I think as you're wandering around the office, your sister's office door is right next to yours, and the door is closed most of the time because they handle paints and a lot of like objects with very strong scents. And as you're starting to approach, you hear a loud clanging as something hits the door or hits the ground, and you hear Vina just shout, "Fuck!" like out the window.
Oh no. Vissa waits a minute and
Yeah,
then
you hear like a lot kind of being like picked up, pushed around, window like thrown open. And as you're perhaps about to knock on the door or just like straight up open the door, Vina quickly opens the door, walks out, closes it behind her. Um, a bit of a
hello.
like kind of panicked expression on her face. Hey, great to see you. A strong scent of paint and just fumes like hits your nostrils as
Oh.
kind of the air from the other room finally reaches you.
Oh, I have deodorant in my bag if you need any.
Oh, no. I'm fine. I'm great. Hey, and
Are
you see she
you?
starts taking off like this kind of artist's coat, and it's covered in paint. And she wraps it around her arm, opens the door again, throws it just wildly into the room, closes the door. Do you want to go to get lunch?
Yes. I would love to go get lunch.
Great. There's this like new cafe that just opened up. I've been really wanting to check it out, and there's some stuff I've wanted to talk about as well. Some ideas I have.
Okay, one sec. And Vissa licks her thumb and then smudges some paint off of her twin's face. There we go. Had a little something right on your cheek.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Anything
Mhm.
else? Am I good?
As good as you can get. Yeah.
That's all I can ask for.
Yeah.
And the two of you head off downstairs into the city to go and get lunch. Screen wipe. Things go black. Text comes across our screens that says 2 months later. Or no, 1 year later. Sorry. Everyone else at Blue Light Studios is currently working hard preparing for the launch of Theta Gauntlet, the game that they've been working excessively for over the past few years to get ready. But we don't find Visa at the offices. Instead, we find her sitting alone in an apartment. Their sister's apartment. Stella, can you describe what the apartment looks like right now as you're sitting in there alone and what you imagine you're doing?
Oh. The overhead lights don't work anymore. So there's a cheap lamp off to the side that serves as the only source of light to cast any shadows away here. It's a small apartment. Vina never lived luxuriously, and it's minimal. It's more of a studio than anything else. There's trash. There's bundles of debris clustered in corners and takeaway that hasn't been fully thrown out. And there is a mattress in the middle of the room. There's no mattress cover on it. It's just a stock pillow. No pillowcase on it. And the blanket has stains on it. Looks like someone spilled some soup here and there. Maybe a little bit of fried chicken oil. But it's in a state of disrepair. There are books scattered everywhere.
As we see you in this environment, walking around, your stomach begins to grumble. You haven't eaten today. Perhaps you haven't eaten in a while.
No.
You look kind of at one of the counters. There are various newspapers and coupons gathered there, meant to be thrown out as trash. But something catches your eye. A coupon for the cafe that you went to with your sister a year ago today. Your birthday. Looking over, the coupon says, for the cost of a meal, they'll throw in a free slice of cake for your birthday.
Takes a few minutes for Vissa to encourage any kind of desire to do something here. She flips it over in her hands, investigates it, throws it into a trash pile, eventually pulls it back out, sighs, and slips on some shoes. She is wearing sweatpants, a sweatshirt. She's wearing socks and slides, and her hair is pulled up into a very messy bun as she steps outside.
You step outside, walking the few blocks to this cafe that you practically know by heart at this point. As you get there, you place your order for your regular to-go lunch. Picking it up, walking back towards the apartment, back to the monotony that you've fallen into. Suddenly, there's a shadow. Looking up in the sky, you see something falling. Is that a toilet seat? It crashes into your head, and all goes black. Two months later, we see the familiar sight of Blue Light Studios' offices. The scent of coffee fills the air as many people are relaxing now that Theta Gauntlet has officially released to resounding success. The pressurized atmosphere that's existed in these offices for the past few months has eased slightly, and everyone is finally getting to enjoy themselves a little more. Various co-workers are talking to one another, shooting the shit, making plans for the weekend. Except for Adana. Various requests for assets for the upcoming DLC have flooded your inbox over the past few days, and you're working harder than ever. As you look at the clock, you see it's practically lunchtime, practically a little bit of freedom, when an alert pops up over the clock on your monitor. Urgent. Lunchtime meeting, attendance required. You open it, and you see it's from your manager, Mira Cruz. And she's saying lunch will be provided, but they need an all-hands meeting in the conference room at 12. You have a few minutes before then. You crunch out as much as you're able to before getting up and heading that way. Inside, people are sitting at various tables already. Off on one wall, there's boxes and boxes of sandwiches and chips. Is there a particular kind of sandwich that you think Adana would go for?
Adana would go for whatever sandwich the least amount of people have eaten, because that's the one that no one would want seconds of.
Like the chicken salad sandwich, probably.
Yeah, I go with that. The chicken salad sandwich. Seeing that everyone seems to enjoy and love The others, they'll take that one first. So they can allow someone else to potentially take another sandwich of the more favored types.
Perfect.
And they'll rush over to the meeting room.
Yeah, you head over to one of the tables, clocking as you're turning a plate of cookies that reminds you that you haven't seen Visa in quite a while, but you're too busy to really think about that now. Sitting down, everyone begins to swarm in, getting their sandwiches, and after a few minutes, Mir Cruz, the department head, stands up at the front of the room, claps her hands together. Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming and joining us today. I know this was a last minute meeting, but we just wanted to say a huge congratulations and great work for the amazing reception that Theta Gauntlet has gotten so far. Reviews have been incredible. We've already been receiving a lot of community feedback, and we have an astounding number of players loving our game already. So give it up for yourselves, everybody. Go ahead. And she urges all of you to kind of clap. And most people do. A few people are a bit too into it, while most others are like being polite.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a few announcements. The executives have been so enthusiastic about the reception Theta Gauntlet has gotten. They're wanting to push up the DLC trailer to next week. So I know that's a lot sooner than you all were expecting, but we really need all hands on deck so that we can keep our player base engaged and keep things moving forward so that we're able to accomplish and have as much success as possible. Now,
Donna puts their hand up.
yes, Adana, what can I help you with?
Yes, I'm already working on the mechanics of the gameplay. Do you want to start focusing on assets specifically? I can probably work a little bit later on if we want to start doing
Yes.
that. Okay.
Absolutely. That's a great question. I'm going to circle around to you after this meeting, and we'll be able to discuss that more fully.
Okay.
Now, I do have some unfortunate news to announce to all of you. Our dear friend and coworker, Visa, unfortunately passed away a number of months ago. I know this is a shock to all of you. Their Uncle Vinny, who's a beloved part of our sales team, requested that we not share the information of her passing at the time because he knew that Visa would want all of us to just keep working hard to make sure Theta Gauntlet was as good as possible and release it without any problems. And you have done that. You've done an incredible job. And so just rounds of applause again. And people are like clapping again, this time a little bit less enthused. Now, I know that this is hard news, and I know you all might be feeling a number of different ways about this situation. I'm happy to say that if any of you need any help or counseling, our HR department has graciously said that they are available, and you're welcome to call them anytime, and they're happy to chat with you for a little bit just to help you process some of those feelings. But don't worry at all. There's some good news as well. Vinny's daughter, Vina, has actually, or not Vina, Vera has actually recently graduated with her associate's degree. So she'll be joining us here in a couple of weeks. She'll be taking over Visa's old job, and we'll be able to keep things moving forward without delay and without issue. I see Stella apologizing for all the VP names.
I promise I didn't do it on purpose.
So we are extremely excited to have Vera join us soon, and we'll be throwing a large celebration once she gets here that I hope you'll all be able to attend if you're able to finish all of your work. So with all of that said, again, I just want to say great job, everyone. Thank you so much for your hard work, and if you have any questions or need anything, please reach out and we will help you as well as we can. The meeting ends and people shocked. Some kind of stay in the conference room and are eating. Others go back to their desks. I imagine. No. How do you think Adana is feeling right now, and what do you think you do?
Oh, I think Adana feels very numb. I think at first with the news of the much sooner than originally planned trailer, which means I have to get more of the work on the game done in a week. I think that hit them and they kind of almost automatically shut down feeling in response to that. And then they're hit with what can only be described as a sledgehammer of the news that a co-worker had died. Not just died, but died several months ago. So I think they're just feeling very numb at the moment and unsure what to do with themselves. So instead, they do what they used to doing, and it's trying to be useful. And they will go to sorry, what's the manager's name?
Mira.
Mira. They go to Mira and just say, hey, Mira, you said you were gonna circle back. But
Yeah.
we ended up, yeah. So with the trailer, we need to work on a trailer within the next week. Probably gonna have to get everything ready probably in the next few days so that the social media department and they can edit everything down. I'm guessing.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And that can wait just a sec. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Um, and she has that kind of classic like managerial like face of kindness, but isn't like actually
Yeah.
super caring. She pushes past that and she's like, okay, so yeah, basically I know a number of requests have been sent to you already. I know your workload is pretty tight, and just to meet all of the deadlines that we have that the executives have given us, we could really like use you staying late tonight to finish up as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, no, I'll be happy to. I'll be happy to. I don't have any plans today anyway, so
Okay.
I'll stay back.
You're amazing. Thank you so much. And
No,
I know
it's my pleasure.
it's a lot to put on you, and I'm really sorry, but here, I know like all the cookies got eaten, but here, I saved this for you. And she passes you like a little folded napkin, and you can feel something inside of it.
I'll just take him. Thank you so much, and then I'll open it up.
It's a half-eaten oatmeal raisin cookie.
They look up at Mira with the most. They just give them a warm smile, and just say thank you. Honestly, I didn't have anything really for lunch. So it's gonna go a long way. I probably should start getting to work. I'll keep you updated on what I've done. Hopefully, I should be finished. The majority of it before the end, before we close up today. Am I going to be the last one in the office? Should I lock up?
That would be great. Yeah. Here, let me give you the spare key. And she kind of
Thank
like
you.
pulls a key off the key ring and passes it to you.
And they just give a smile, a nod, and quickly rush over to their cubicle and immediately sit down to get to work.
Perfect. I gotta stop looking at the chat. I'm dying. So you are deep into the trenches of working all through the afternoon. And as various people start leaving for the day, going back home around like 6 o'clock, Mary comes back up to your desk. Hey, um, today's been
Hey.
today's been crazy. I know that you and Visa, we're really close. And I know you've got a lot piled on, and I imagine you're going to be here late tonight. Let me help you.
Mary, I appreciate it. I really do. I'm fine. I'm fine. The news of Visa was a lot, but I'm coping. I don't want it to get in the way of work. You know, we need to get this out within the next few days so that the social media department have time to actually put together a trailer to have that out on all the socials. So I just need to get this done, and I have time to really think and relax after that. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
You go in, enjoy your relaxation. We got Theta Gauntlet out. We don't need to, you don't need to work anymore. You can relax until the next project.
Yeah, but this should be a team effort, you know? You don't.
And yeah,
isn't all
we'll
on
be
you.
bringing I'm just doing the setup of everything, and now when the break is over and when we start really working on DLC, I'll be uploading stuff. I promise. Just right now, I want to hit the ground running, so we can afford jogging at some point.
You see. Let's see. Give me an insight plus insight roll again.
Okay. Ooh. There we go. 14.
A critical success. Okay, so.
Oh damn! Yeah.
Yeah. So you see. Mary's trying to be pleasant. They're trying to come across as helpful and concerned and a supportive and good coworker. But while your job is hard, you have the trust of your bosses and the executives to get shit done. And you know that Mary is jealous of that. And the reason she's asking for these additional tasks and to take work off of your workload is so that she can start being recognized more and start getting kind of that extra responsibility, and just to kind of like undermine your position as the go-to person a little bit.
Okay.
You can tell past kind of the mask of pleasantness that she's frustrated, but she nods. Okay. Let me grab you a coffee, at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for maybe 3 or 4 more hours. So that'd be great actually. Thank you. And Mary,
Yeah.
you're doing incredible. Trust me, the higher ups are gonna start noticing.
Thanks. And she heads out and does in fact come back with a nice coffee for you. What's Adana's like drink of choice?
I think it's just black coffee. Like
Okay.
nothing else added to it, just black coffee.
Perfect. Good
Hot
choice.
or iced?
I think I'm gonna say iced purely because whenever they get it hot, they forget to drink it and it cools down anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you're queer.
That too, yeah.
Just shaking your ice in the corner like a rattlesnake rattling its tail.
So you work late into the night. By the time you get off, it's about midnight, and you are exhausted. Walking back home, leaving the office, locking up, the sounds of the city muffle past you. The various sights. Nope, not that one. The various sights just are a blur. You're walking by muscle memory, heading to the train station. What do you think Adana is thinking about right now? Just so late at night, finally heading home.
As they're shuffling through the streets again, like you said, just running on autopilot, their mind is still at work. They're thinking about how they're going to wake up earlier tomorrow so they can get a few more hours of work in, especially now that they have a spare key. They don't have to wait for it. everyone to open up. They're probably even thinking about how much they can get done on the train ride back. They'll probably bring their laptop and see what they can do on the train ride there. And every so often they'll think about Vissa and their passing, and I think they'll be like, in those moments the autopilot kind of breaks. They kind of realize where they are, and and then they snap back into it, being like, okay, just two more minutes till my train arrives, and we'll go back into their kind of headspace of what am I going to do for work tomorrow? What am I going to do for work the day after that?
As you stand there waiting for your train, your eyelids feel heavy. Standing there, you close them for seconds at a time just to try to get a little bit of rest, a little bit of relief. Opening them, you see the train lights off in the distance coming. Soon you'll be heading back home, be able to get some rest up in the morning, working hard, finishing things so that Theta Gauntlet can continue to be as much of a success as possible. The train gets closer, the lights get brighter. Suddenly, you feel something bump into your back sharply. Before you know it, your balance is thrown off. Momentum is pushing you forward. You fall off the walkway. Hanging in the air, you open your eyes one final time, and all you see is light. The light from the train coming swiftly towards you. What do you think?
I think, how are we going to get the trailer out in time?
A loud smack and darkness. Three days later, school buses and cars fill the streets of Canada as the various schools in town have been let out for the day. We hear the plucking of bass strings reverberating as we see a lone person sitting in the open garage of a modest suburban home. The last chord you played hangs in the air as you look down at your phone to see a group chat named after your band. The group chat seems to have a lot of messages from you without too many responses. The most recent text was sent an hour and a half ago and says, "Are you all still coming to practice?" Piper, can you describe what Ryan looks like and what is going on right now? Also, if you want to come up with a band name for your band, that would be cool too.
I think the band name is we're gonna call it the Beaver's Tooth. And you see a kind of tall, lanky individual. Even though it's a bit warmer out right now, she still has sweaters kind of layered on, just bulking themselves up, just kind of covering their general. You see a individual a bit more feminine in nature, borderlining and kind of androgynous, at least attempting to. Kind of standing, shoulders hunched forward, kind of leaning on a stool within the garage, looking at their phone. As they put down their phone, giving very telltale, disappointed exhale, they take a packet of cigarettes out of their hoodie jacket pocket, striking up a match and lighting it, taking a sharp intake. Their fingers are stained with kind of letting the cigarette go for too long. Stain of the flame as it touches skin. Their hair is shoulder length, dark, kind of brownish black. Very thinning, but their eyes sunken in, very tired, as they just look like an exhausted individual.
Yeah. As you're sitting there, plucking at the strings of your bass, waiting and hoping that somebody will respond, you see the bus pull up, and walking out, your brother Irvin is carrying his backpack and starts kind of dragging it up the driveway up towards the garage where you're currently sitting. Noticeably absent is your sister Millie. Hey, was your band practice canceled?
Oh, no, I wasn't canceled. It's just, we just delayed it, is all. How you doing, buddy? You doing okay? And Ryan will kind of get down on a knee and see how Irvin's doing, check him over.
Yeah, I'm good. Everything's fine. Millie was supposed to come home, but she's like with a new girlfriend or something, and she said to like beat it, buzz wax or something, and so I left them alone.
Okay, well, I'm happy that you gave Millie her space. So did she say when that she's coming home or at all?
No.
Okay. Thanks, Irvin. I appreciate it. I've got some mac and cheese, some craft dinner that we can have tonight. If you're up for it. I had enough for the three of us, but we can save some of it over for Millie for later.
Yeah, and he kind of takes his backpack and flings it into the garage, and then walks over towards your base. Can you teach me more bass?
And Ryan smiled at that, really enjoying being able to share a hobby with their brother. I say, yeah. Here, I'm going to adjust the strap. You just sit down. That way you don't drop it. And okay, you put your hand like this, and Ryan will gently kind of place the bass onto Irvin's, adjusting it, making sure that his finger positioning is correct. And slowly teaching him the various chording, teaching him how to press down properly, hold his fingers in the right way, so later on, once he develops calluses, that he won't get hurt.
Yeah. You all play bass together and just talk about your days and lives and various other things for about the next hour. Stepping inside, you warm up the craft dinner a little bit more. And as you're sitting to eat with Irvin, you receive a text message. Reaching over quickly, you look down and see that it's from your friend Anya, one of your co-workers at the cafe that you work at. Somebody who's very much kind of like always been very supportive of you. The text reads, "Hey, me, Martin, and some other friends are going to a haunted house tomorrow night to celebrate the creepy season. I got you a ticket. You're coming."
And Ryan will look down at the text and then text back, I am? Question mark?
Another text. "Unless you really, really don't want to." Another text. "Do you want to?"
Ryan will text back, yeah, definitely. I'm super looking forward to it. And then with a bunch of the grimacing face emojis.
"Great. We're meeting at the cafe at 7. after work and heading right over there. See you tomorrow. How's Ryan feel about haunted houses?
Ryan and horror have a very complicated relationship in the sense that Ryan avoids horror at all costs. But they are 23 now. She needs to be brave. She needs to be strong. How is she gonna set a good example for her siblings if they can't just go to a haunted house after all? So Ryan looks down to Irvin and says, "Hey, so I know you don't like when this happens, but Millie's gonna babysit you tomorrow. Going out. Sorry."
Are you sure about that? Have you actually talked to Millie?
I'm going to institute bargaining to try and get her to stay. And immediately Ryan picks up the phone and starts furiously texting Millie saying, "Hey, I know that you're kind of busy right now, but like when you get this, it'd be super nice if you could babysit Irvin tomorrow. I will give you $20.
$30.
Deal." Sends.
So, the rest of the night, you and Irvin hang out. Millie gets home pretty late. Initially, you turned on the TV, and the news was on, and you saw that there was a story about a train pushing incident in Japan where a foreign national was killed, and it's sparking debates over train safety and etiquette and how to look out for people. But you pretty quickly turn away from that to put on something a bit more lighthearted and friendly for a younger person. The next day, we see Ryan together with their friends Anya and Martin, as well as a few unfamiliar faces at an old pioneer village outside of town, which has been turned into a haunted house for the season. The thick woods around the village are kind of crashing over you and causing this isolated feeling from the rest of society. The village is dimly lit with orange and kind of blinking yellow light. And you are near the front of the line, together with your friends, as an old kind of woman dressed as a witch is welcoming the group in front of you. You're all standing there. Your heart is beating fast as your friend Martin calls out to you. Ryan, come up here. Here, we gotta protect everybody else. Come on.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You mean you're going first, right?
Both of us will go first. Hey, he kind of leans in and whispers to you. A lot of the scare actors like to sneak up behind the groups and scare the people in the back. So the front is actually one of the least scary places to be.
Thank you so much. Okay.
No problem. You get bonus points of seeming really brave but you know everybody else is getting the short end of the stick.
Do you think me seems brave right now? I feel how sweaty I am. Hold
No. No. You look cool as hell. Don't worry.
Okay.
Listen,
right.
if you're freaked out or anything, just grab onto me. It'll be fine. I'll move slightly ahead. I'll protect you. And we'll protect everybody else.
Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it a lot.
Hey, no problem. He turns back. Ryan's protecting us! And everybody else kind of cheers, and Anya seems really supported and is clapping. As you're all standing there, you see your friend Jasmine as well kind of sneaks up behind the group. She's like, "Hey, everybody." And Anya turns, "Jasmine, wait, what the hell? I didn't think you could make it." She's like, "Yeah, my parents were able to look after the kids at the last minute. So I thought, what the hell?"
And Ryan will nod to Jasmine. Glad you Got to make it, Jasmine.
Yeah, Ryan, I didn't think I'd catch you dead in a place like this. It's good to see you. And she goes for a hug.
Ryan will, sweaty palms turned outwards, just kind of hug around Jasmine. Like, yeah, I definitely love haunted houses so much. They're the best.
Are you really okay? I know
No.
these things kind of freak you out.
No, I'm not. But I'll be okay. I gotta brave it. I gotta go through it. We all gotta face our fears, right?
Yeah. And listen, like the scare actors can't touch you. Like nothing bad is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a fun time. Don't worry.
Okay. I feel better that you're here.
Yeah, I'll stick close to you.
All right. Onward.
You all move up to the front of the line. The older woman kind of speaks out and says, "Welcome, everyone, to the House of Terrors. Now, please remember to keep your hands to yourself at all times. If you have a strong fight response to things scaring you, then please keep your hands inside of your pockets. Feel free to talk to the scare actors, joke around with them, have as much fun as you'd like, but please do not hit anybody or touch anybody or touch any of the props or take any of the props. Just simply go through and have a fun time. Does that all make sense?" Everybody's like, "Yeah." "Are you all excited?" "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, everybody, go on through." You start walking kind of right next to Martin, leading the group in front of you. As you step inside the first house, suddenly a spurt of steam shoots next to you, causing you to jump. Right as that happens and you turn to look, a scare actor dressed as a clown with a large butchering knife leaps out at you, shouting and laughing maniacally. You
Ryan's
feel,
screaming.
as you try to scream, the noise escapes you as if there's no other breath inside of you. A cold chill enters your body as your legs fail underneath you and you collapse. You hear everybody kind of saying, "Ryan? Ryan?" This character is like, "Oh shit, are they okay?" And suddenly everybody is surrounding you. People are calling an ambulance. Martin is trying to do CPR to get like your heart going or trying to figure something out. But your vision begins to fade. You hear Anya crying, feeling just completely responsible for this. As your vision blacks out, you hear the sobs of your friends, and then there is darkness. That's not the right one. Hold up. No, okay, I remember which one it was. I remember what song I was doing. It's fine. We find ourselves inside of a very bright, well-lit, and large kind of break room in a giant building in a large city. There's a barista bar set up kind of on one of the sides of the room. A kind of large black woman is sitting there looking at her phone, waiting for somebody to come by and ask for a drink. Lunch has been spread out and is a large variety of kind of various cuisines from around the city that the office has gotten catered for lunch today. And we see two people laughing amongst themselves while looking at a phone. Oh shit! This is fucking hilarious. Oh my god, Jimena, have you seen this? and they hold out their phone to you, and you see it's a TikTok of this person at a haunted house falling over from one of the scare attractions and passing out.
Oh my God. Please, like those things are actually scary. Can you believe that? Wow.
No, I mean, I heard this person like died because this was so scary.
What?
No way. That
No way.
can't be real. Haunted houses like love saying that sort of shit.
No, exactly. Listen, marketing scheme. Going viral. Somebody died. Going viral via death is really in right now. So I believe in it.
Absolutely. Your coworker Isaac is just nodding along, agreeing with you as Nat kind of shakes her head. There's no way. This I feel this has got to be real. Like they wouldn't lie about that. And we then look over to Jimena. Could you please describe what you look like, where we're at, and what it is that you do?
Yes, absolutely. So, Jimena is a very petite Afro-Latina femme person. She has like slick black hair that she has like pulled all the way back into the most like snatched, flawless bun possible, not a hair out of place. She has dark eyes, warm, rich skin. She is dressed for her marketing job, which basically means the best possible outfit. The purse is designer. The shoes are designer. The sunglasses at her desk, designer. The pants, no, but they are from like a really nice, but definitely fast fashion line, like brand, just like fitted, looking absolutely the best possible outfit that you could curate off of Pinterest, right? Although she would never do that. This is all natural, please. I have taste. And I look like I fit right in with everybody else in this marketing firm, everybody else who's dressed as best as we possibly can. I am looking through all of the food, at least that's what I was doing before I was interrupted, and only grabbing like a little bit here or there. A little bit here or there. I'm sampling everything. I am making my own charcuterie board of all of the food that was catered in as I'm talking and just say, Nat, come on. You know, half of the things on that little app are fake, okay? So it's just a small, I don't know, what are these things? Like little hokey pop-up shops trying to make their name for themselves, trying to give themselves that boost for the season. I mean, it's good, it's genius, but we're gonna see like 15 copycats in the week.
Yeah. Nat kind of like starts shaking her head. I guess that makes sense. You hear her phone ding as she gets a calendar reminder. Oh fuck. I totally forgot it's Brad's birthday today. Are you coming out with everybody? I think Mars booked like a karaoke room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Fuck yeah. And then we get like
furiously trying to run through my memory, trying to remember who the fuck Brad is. But I'm going to his birthday.
Yeah, just one of the coworkers, one of the random coworkers for sure.
Yeah.
We get kind of like a fast forward of your like boring day of work. After lunch, you go back to your desk. Do you have your own office or do you have a cubicle?
I think, God, even worse, I think this is an open space office. I think there's like there's meeting rooms and like you can take a meeting room, but for the most part we just have these like aisle long desks with all these like monitors set up. So
yeah. That makes sense. So we see you kind of droning on through this day, and suddenly it is night. We see all of your coworkers packed inside of a dark and very crowded, messy karaoke room. People are carrying drinks in hand, they're laughing, they're shouting, they're singing along to somebody singing Dancing Queen. They all have smiles on their faces, but you see through it all. Yeah. Everyone is expecting that one of you is going to get a huge promotion in the next few weeks. And you know that as these people are laughing together and smiling and joking and singing and playing pretend, they're backstabbing each other. Brad's been talking to your boss Erica behind the scenes, saying that he's had to pick up Beth's slack multiple times in the past few weeks. Beth reported Nat to HR for bullying. Nat snuck onto Mars's computer and set up a filter to put all of sales emails into a secret folder in their inbox so they'll miss them. This is cutthroat.
Yeah.
And as people are singing, and as people are crowded, and as people are drinking, and as you find yourself in this environment, how do you feel? What are you doing? How are you interacting?
I have anybody else who'd be looking and watching me would think that I'm probably on like my 5th or my 6th drink, but the secret is actually I have been pouring my drinks and my shots into a glass that people think has just been abandoned because, you know, there's just so many cups out there. And I have just been going and getting like either water or apple juice because it looks like beer. Because you know, uh, there's no fun in drinking when you're miserable. I don't like any of these people, and they don't like me. So I'm just kind of like white knuckling it through until I can get home and actually pop open a bottle of wine and enjoy my evening alone. But even then, I'm also recognizing that like I'm just gonna go home and probably scroll on social media, see if like there's like a big game that's supposed to be coming out, and the trailer got dropped recently. So I'm probably gonna rewatch that trailer because like the graphics are really good on it. See if I have enough money saved up to pre-order, and not just like the regular pre-order, but like the expensive pre-order. So really I'm just daydreaming about video games while I'm listening to these people sing a really bad rendition. And I do want to sing, but like I like singing Mamma Mia. That's my go-to song. So I have to wait like 7 more songs before we get past the ABBA peak, so then it like hits again. But then do I really want to stay for 7 songs?
Well, it is rough, but you know that you have a song coming up. Maybe 3 or 4 songs away, not too long, and then afterwards you can decide what you want to do. But as you're standing there, coworkers talking around you, you slightly paying attention, you feel your phone in your hand start to buzz. Looking down, you see your mom is calling.
I'm gonna like hold the phone kind of like close to my body so nobody can see it as I lean over to whoever's close to me and just say, "Hey, I gotta go. I'm getting a call from work." And I'm gonna get up and go and leave and take the call outside.
Okay, yeah! And they
Yeah!
did not hear you at all.
Okay.
You walk outside and you can still hear the music, but it's quieted as you're like out in the hallway and you pick up the phone. You immediately hear your mom say, "You better not be out right now.
What do you mean, Mama?
I saw on the news that there's a huge storm passing through your city. They're saying it's going to get really dangerous to drive, so please tell me that you're already home."
I'm already home.
Do you think your mom knows you're bullshitting you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, enough with that smart mouth. You better be getting home soon or heading that way.
Mama, I'm 25, okay?
I know, but you'll always be my baby and I want you to be safe. So you please tell me you're going to be heading home soon.
It's a work party, okay?
You hate those people.
I know, but what if I have to be here? Because that's what we're all doing, okay? It's an office birthday party. We're all here celebrating Brian's birthday. Or is it Bradley's birthday? Or is it Bennett's birthday? I don't know, okay? It's fun. It's fine. How about this? I'll wait out the storm. How's that work?
You're gonna wait out a storm.
Is it gonna storm? I mean,
I don't
Yeah,
live
it
there.
probably
I don't
is
know.
storming. It is
I
storming all
just
night
I just
long.
see the news. They're saying it's storming and it's
You
gonna
don't
get really
even
bad.
live here. You don't even live here, and you don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't
I
know.
have alerts on my phone for things in your city.
You don't need to have alerts on it for the city, Mama. You don't need to. That's not healthy for you. That's stressful for you.
I care about you. I
I
love
care
you.
about you. I love you.
I don't care if it's Jesus Christ's birthday. Please get home safe.
That would be even worse because nobody likes driving on Christmas. I will. I will leave home. I will go home. I will be safe. I promise.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. I love you.
Love you. And you hang up.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, Nat kind of bursts out of the karaoke room. You hear the music picking back up again.
Mm-hmm.
Jimena, you're up next. You're up next. Come on.
Oh, okay. I'm coming.
All right, you head back in. What do you think is Jimena's karaoke song?
Ooh, okay. So I'm trying to think of like what are my go-to karaoke songs. Jimena is very confident about her singing abilities, and so after like a couple of big, rowdy, fun group numbers, she is brave enough to do the soul-wrenching, really trying to like hit your heart, get you in your feelings kind of song. So
Yeah.
she's gonna do Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
Okay. I love
Mhm.
it. Go ahead
Mhm.
and give me a willpower plus insight check just to see how much you're rocking this.
Okay.
Second roll, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
willpower
go.
and
We're rolling. We're
insight.
using the system.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a 6.
That's fine. It's karaoke. Everybody in the room is loud. There's a lot of noise. People are singing along. You may not be hitting all of the notes as well as you'd like and as well as you know you can because this environment is just so fucking whack.
Yeah.
But you know you've got like the gravitas. You're owning it. You're doing an amazing job. And
Thank you.
as the credits roll on this song that you're playing, we see you and the others starting to stumble out of the karaoke bar. Various people are pulling out their phones, calling Ubers. Their Ubers are saying they're like 20 minutes away. It's taking forever. Everyone is drunkenly just joking around, laughing. As you kind of look out, you see rain just kind of like bulleting down, hitting the pavement, crashing high. And you see, your mom was right. This is a hell of a storm.
Great. Fantastic.
Thunder and lightning rolls above you. And as you stand there looking at everybody, just kind of watching as their conversations take place, chiming in every once in a while, you see Mars pull out their phone. Oh my god, Jimena, your hair's fucking going crazy. And they start taking pictures and recording. Everybody else turns and they start laughing. Holy shit, what's happening? You feel your hair and it's starting to like stand on end.
Oh, okay.
You're smart.
Yeah.
You know what this means.
Yeah.
Suddenly, your vision is white. Your eardrums burst with the sound of a crack of thunder. You don't even feel your body hit the floor as everybody else just kind of shouts and screams, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" And you hear the sound of footsteps running from you.
Wait, running from me? Like
Running
away from me?
you, away from you.
Wow. Okay.
And as you can't move your body, and as the white of your pupils begins to turn black, your vision fades, the sound of rain leaves, you are empty, you are gone. Bye, Jimena.
I'm so alone.
It's just me and you.
Oh,
What's gonna
shit.
happen? I wonder. You hear the birds flying overhead, heading towards land, as unseen dark storm clouds gather off in the distance. Your small boat rocks with the waves as you're deep off the coast, hoping for a healthy catch. The waters haven't been providing like they used to, as there have been more and more fishers in the bay recently. But most of the ships don't come out at night, so this is some opportunity to make money for your family. As you're pulling one of the nets in, a flash catches your eye, and you suddenly become aware of the incoming storm. We see a flashback to earlier in the day. Inside your house, you smell kind of an array of spices, and you feel heat pulsating from the kitchen as your mother is cooking up a storm. She calls out, "Oliver, Oliver!"
Matt, what's up? Yeah.
You see her messing with her phone as various vegetables and meats are kind of in a pot cooking. She's looking at her phone and holds it out to you. Min sent me one of those Tic Tacs on Facebook.
Oh,
How do I open these again?
You have to be connected to the what? Are you using data? We can't.
No, I don't think so.
Did you put? It's the lock code. We turn on the Wi-Fi. Remember, you shouldn't be using data. We can't afford this month's. All right. Anyways, click on the link and then just click the button. It might be loud. I know you watch your shows on here sometimes, so.
Okay. And she follows your instructions and clicks it, and you're kind of watching over her shoulder as you see a really popular food reviewer in the area is kind of promoting this local seafood restaurant, showing off like their various foods and kind of eating and saying it's incredible. And at the end of the review, he walks into the restaurant and is talking to the owners. They're talking about how they've been struggling really recently, and they're so grateful to like have people on social media who are willing to like uplift them and share their story and share their food, and that they hope that this will make a big difference. And they talk about kind of like how they make their food and the freshness of the ingredients, and they give your parents' fish market a direct shout out. They say, like, it would not be possible for our food to be this good if not for, what's the name of your parents' fish market, do you think?
It should be Family Fish Market. Triple F.
Family Fish Market?
Hell yeah.
That's so good. They say that their recipes and just the deliciousness of their food would not be possible without kind of the fresh fish that they're able to get from your market every day. Your mom kind of yells in excitement at the mention and is so enthusiastic. Memories of your father are kind of flooding her right now as she's thinking about kind of the start of this journey she took with your father before he passed. And you're thinking that this is great, but that this means more people are going to be coming to the market, and you've already been struggling to meet demand.
Mom, I know that's great. Did Min pick up that second job? I know she's at school now, but we can't pay bills. And
I've been hounding her. I've been talking to her. She keeps saying she's having a hard time finding a job, and she's putting in resumes, but I don't know. I'm sending her job postings all the time, and I'm telling her to apply. And
have you told Annette to pitch in at the shop? She keeps on. It's fine. I'll just work. I guess at this point, triples. It's just focus on your health. Focus on making sure that the morning catch is fine. I'll do the rest of the stuff throughout the day, and then I'll go out at night like I've been doing for the last few months.
She places her hand on your face, just like warmly and tenderly looking at you in love and gratitude and appreciation for all you're doing for the family. And you hear your youngest sister, Claire, walking into the kitchen. Hey, are you still going out tonight?
I am,
app's-
Beansprout.
My app's saying that there's like a 20% chance of rain.
What?
And-
Oh. You know how that works, right? It's like a general radius, and then like in pockets of... It's not like 20%... So it's gonna rain, probably. I'll be around multiple spots this evening.
You hear your other sister, Annette, in the living room, who's been watching like a K-drama on Netflix, like turns it down and calls out, yeah, it's talking about what percent of the region is going to have rain. So it's not chance. There will be rain. It's just kind of depends where you're at.
Yeah, and if it rains tonight, Beansprout, you can't be waiting for me out on the docks, okay? So after school,
I can bring an umbrella.
No. Mom, can you pick up Claire on the way back from your first shift? Annette, what are you doing this afternoon?
I'll go to the market. I'll help out.
Okay. But yeah, so Annette, please, after class, I know you have clubs and activities. I know you're doing great. But head to the store. I will be there. Mom, pick up Claire. Please pick up Claire. Don't forget again.
Okay. Yeah, I got
Set
it.
an,
I won't
can you please
forget.
set an alarm on your phone? I know you fall asleep after work.
You know I don't know how to set alarms.
Okay.
And as we see the scene and you just kind of like trying to wrangle everybody, we come back to you out in this storm. The clouds are now above you. Lightning flashes. The waves are picking up and beginning to cause your ship to what's the word? What's the word? Rock.
Rock works.
Yeah.
I was thinking wobble, I'll be honest.
Wobble's a great word. Wobble strongly back and forth. You're having to really kind of dance on the deck of the ship to keep your footing.
Fuck.
And you look down at your phone thinking to maybe call your family. And you see that, like, no signal out here, no shot. Rain is pouring down on your device and covers your screen quickly to the point where it's beyond readable.
I gotta get. I start to just like I put my phone away. I slip a little bit. I make my way to the helm of the ship, like on the inside. I try to keep some of the windows open so I can see out into the fog and the storm.
Yeah. You're looking out when suddenly you're not having much control of the boat. And as you're looking out, suddenly the ship crashes against something and you hear the splitting of wood against the side of the boat.
Fuck. I immediately like pull back to the inside of the cabin. I pull out like a life jacket basically, just to make sure I have something on hand. At this point, there's no salvaging the boat. The thing that's on my mind most right now is that we're going under at this point and not the ocean. I'm talking about the business. And I prepare myself for the worst. I mean, it's dark out. People don't come to this part of the cove to fish. I mean, I'm a good swimmer, but yeah.
You're preparing yourself. You're readying yourself. You're steeling yourself. You go to grab the life jacket, and it's not there.
Yeah, I'm a good swimmer. I think to myself over and over again. I walk out to the edge of the boat. I try to see where the crack is hit or what I'm up against. I mean, the cove is pretty wide, but I'm just confused as to my like logistics. So at least I should avoid the rocks as best as I can. But I know it's dark out.
Yeah, as you look, you see water is already kind of like flooding onto the side of the ship, and that entire side of the ship is tilted and starting to already head under.
Yep.
You see there is kind of like a rock just under like the surface, and as you're looking at it, another large wave crashes against the ship and flings you off of the deck into the waves. You as you're knocked into the water, you find yourself under. Looking around, you're trying to swim to the surface, but the constant current and waves keep pushing you from side to side, falling back under. And as you look towards the surface and the light from your ship begins to dim, you fall unconscious. And as you all are now dead, I guess we can just like take a break there. That sounds good.
All right, everyone, we're going to take a quick break. Please join us in doing a stretch, grabbing some water, and we'll be back soon. Be right back.
Our lives after.
Hey, it's Drac here. The wonderful Hero Forge is sponsoring the first arc of Our Lives After, our Fabula Ultima campaign, so I figured I'd create my character. Meet Adana Marseille, the Terramancer. I'm so excited to play Adana. Her personality and power set are so intimately linked, it's honestly kind of ridiculous. He's a support class, in combat and out of it, and they are obsessed with helping others, often to their own detriment. Exploring where that desire comes from and how it manifests is going to be a key thing for me. There are a bunch of layers to her that I'll be having a lot of fun revealing and discovering for myself. You can make miniatures of your adventurers too. Please go to heroforge.com to bring your characters to life.
Hello, hello. I'm Stella Luna, and I'm here today to talk about one of my favorite map makers, Che Peku, who is sponsoring our TTJRPG actual play limited series, Our Lives After. I'm a huge fan of Che Peku. In fact, I've been using their maps for nearly 4 years now in my own campaigns. These brilliant hand-drawn illustrations come in generous map packs that provide plenty of variations to meet your tabletop needs. At $5 a month through their Patreon, you get full access to an archive of over 4,000 maps. You can get a day version, a night version, with grids, and several inspiring variations to choose from, some of which are even animated. So sign up on their Patreon to instantly add these to your inventory, or visit their website at chepeku.com to roll an investigation check for yourself.
Our lives after.
Pain. Searing pain was coursing through your body, but now it suddenly stopped. You find yourselves in darkness, surrounded by a void, and yet you're wholly conscious and wholly present in this moment. When you've imagined death in the past, you've imagined many things. Bright lights, an afterlife, nothing. But never this. You feel water lapping softly at your feet. If you reach down your hand, it would plunge into a deep and dark water that you're not able to find an end to. You're standing on a sea, but you're not sure how. Suddenly, as if your eyes are just now adjusting, you see others, thinly cloaked in the darkness of the void surrounding you. Your eyes adjust more. Their faces feel familiar, but you aren't quite sure how or why. all of you find yourselves uninjured. You all find yourselves together.
Where am I? Who are all of you and where?
Who the fuck are you?
Who are
Adana.
you?
You know each other?
Visa?
What?
Visa, I thought. Are you okay? And
Wait,
I'll
you two
start
fucking know each other?
shuffling over to Visa.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be okay?
I and I'll look to the rest of the people here and just kind of hold your arm, your bicep, and kind of lean in close to you. At work today, we got told that you died.
What?
They're dead.
I'm dreaming about people dying? That's kind of strange.
I slowly peel myself away from you.
Sorry.
I don't feel dead. Why would... Are any of you dead?
No. No,
Figments
no,
of my imagination. This is
No.
man.
Mm-mm.
This
You
is a
might
pretty
be
real
dead,
dream.
and that sucks for you, but I'm not dead.
This isn't part of the haunted house, right?
Haunted house.
Yeah. It's really strange.
Oh my god, you're the little loser that died at the haunted house.
What?
Oh my god, you're the viral loser that died at. Oh my god, that video was real. It was real.
Wait, I'm dead? No.
I like start trying to grab my phone so I can show this person this TikTok of their own death.
Yeah, you do not find a phone, unfortunately.
The fuck is my phone?
I also tried to find my phone, my keys.
Did it say anything about me online? What happened?
No, there was just a video of this like clown jumping at you, and then you fall, and then everybody around you freaks out, and then you die. But I thought it was just like a viral like marketing campaign from some small backwater BS tiny broke little town trying to like promote their. I'm sorry, you died there. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk about. I'm so sorry.
I turned
Well, I mean,
to Adana. How did I die?
I'll be honest, we didn't get told. We didn't even get told until apparently a couple of months after you died. When we finished, we launched Data Gauntlet, and they decided to tell us after the launch.
Or a dream, that's fucked up.
You worked on Data Gauntlet? I'm sorry,
What's
that's
Data
not
Gauntlet?
important right now. It's this like game that's coming out. It's like lame. It doesn't. It looks fine. It's whatever.
What's the last thing you remember?
I was working late. We were working on the DLC for Data Gauntlet. We had to push the trailer. Oh, shit, we had to push the trailer early. I'm gonna have to get back home to start. We pushed the trailer back to be launched. We're gonna reveal it next week, but we hadn't finished enough of the assets or really any of the mechanics. So I was working on the extra content. And then I started heading home.
As Adana's talking, I'm not looking at them. I'm looking around. Water all around us. I look down at our feet. Does anyone else feel like we're somewhere we don't belong?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't remember ended up here? I was on the platform just seconds ago.
Oliver starts walking away from the group. And kind of like turns around again and looks back at the group and then walks back. Just to pace. See how the space goes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where is this person going?
Alright,
Jimena, can you give me an insight plus insight roll?
Okay, yeah, for sure. Oh, push the wrong button. That's the way. I got an 11.
11, awesome. As
Okay.
you're looking over these people, and as this situation is starting to set, you look and see of the two people who know each other and are standing together,
Mm-hmm.
one of them is wearing a bracelet that looks familiar to you.
Okay.
Adana, can you describe what this bracelet looks like?
Yeah. At this point, it's pretty old, but you can tell it's like a trinket bracelet. It's silver, with a silver like chain lock kind of bracelet with etchings into the sides of it. That at first you think might actually mean something, but upon close inspection, is kind of like fantasy fake runes. It's pretty old at this point, but you can tell that this was definitely merch sold at some point from some kind of fantasy game.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I think you probably recognize the merch. You recognize what game it was from.
Yeah.
You can see them kind
I
of fiddling
definitely
with each lock of the chain, like
Yeah.
to calm themselves.
Definitely recognize what game this is from. This is merch from an older MMORPG called Last Relic Online.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over, and people don't do this, okay? Don't just do this to people. But I'm gonna walk over, and I'm gonna grab Adana's arm and like lift it up
Huh?
so I can look at the bracelet a bit more.
Sorry, can I help you?
This is like limited edition Last Relic Online stuff. Like they don't make these anymore.
Yeah, and I know I had it for quite a few years now. Can
When
I?
did you?
Can I have? They like very gently. They don't force a hand out. They kind of like gently tug against you to try and
Yeah.
remove their hands from your grip.
Visas takes like a step away from the two of you, just watching.
Oliver, seeing this, you remember an old guild that you used to be a part of back when you played Last Relic Online. You had kind of like Discord servers existed 10 years ago, right?
TeamSpeak or Skype or
yeah, you had
We were
like,
Skyping. We were
yeah.
Skyping.
Vent.
you all had kind of like a group chat, and you remember that the guild leader at the time was given one of those bracelets. And as you're remembering that, you're remembering a very old picture of that person.
Oh, I'm for a second there, I thought that this might actually be like real. And then I started realizing I'm dreaming about people that I used to play a fucking game with like 10 years ago. Wow. Bitten Apple, that's you, right? Yep. My mind is that's probably a lot of seawater in my system.
Wait, and I think this time they will force their hand out
Mhm.
of
Mhm.
Jimena's grasp and like back up. Who are you, and how do you know about that?
My mind is really good. Interestingly enough, I wouldn't expect that this is like, I guess the subconscious, right? Mr. Fishcake with a 3. Excellent PvPer. You know?
Mr. Fish
No,
Cake?
you
Yeah.
were a cheater. You
Whoa,
were
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa.
cheater.
A bad connection and PKing doesn't make me a cheater. It just means that everybody else is terrible at their game. Get good.
Wait, so
Wow, you haven't changed at all.
If we're talking about a game that we played when we were children, yeah, I haven't changed at all. I mean, I have other things going on in my life now. But you're the one who also remembered the bracelet, so I guess that's true. Man, my brain.
What was your name? Looking at Jimena. On Last Round Online.
Oh God. Oh God. It was like 15. It was the XXX honey.
Honey?
XXX. Yeah. Yeah. Gross. Cringe.
Oh. Hi. My sister and I, we were two-hearted.
Wait.
You actually got a sister?
Yeah?
We thought you were lying about that.
Yeah. We thought you had a twin.
Are you trying to be quirky?
no, Visa does have a twin. Wait, if
Wait, how do you two know? Like, you knew each other IRL this whole time?
Did anyone tell you
Not-
stranger danger?
it wasn't this whole time we work at the same worked as I look to Visa at the same studio.
I'm pulling my hoodie closer around me, putting my hands in my pockets, looking around, disassociating.
Wait, so how about you? And I'll turn to the other person who hasn't introduced the game attack.
Well, it might, I used a voice changer, back then, it was Petty Parker.
Wait, you're Petty Parker?
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's, a bit higher than expected.
Yeah, I thought Petty Parker was like a 45-year-old man.
Yeah, that would be really awkward, especially playing with kids our age. Nope, just me.
But what are we doing here?
Well, I'm dead, apparently.
You are definitely dead, which...
Mm, Yeah. Sorry.
How do we know for sure that we're all dead? How about that?
Because your
let's be.
brain, if you were dreaming, your
Uh-huh.
brain can only think of things that it's already seen. Dreams aren't actually some magical, mystical thing. It is your memories being scrambled up and remixed. So if I've
Okay.
never seen any of your faces, how could I be dreaming about you if I've never seen you? Well,
But if you've never seen us, then wouldn't that also mean that you could just make up any face to be the person that's behind the screen?
but I don't have a memory of you. I've never seen you before.
As the two of you debate the finer points of dream logic, something begins to illuminate your faces from underneath you. It's a soft light at first, barely noticeable. But as time goes on, it grows stronger and more noticeable. Looking down, you see a soft and weak light deep underneath the water, rising quickly towards you. Suddenly, it accelerates. Rapidly, a glowing sphere breaches the surface of the sea without disturbing the waters even slightly. The sphere begins to melt away like condensation dripping down a glass, leaving only a gracefully floating woman behind it. Her face glows like moonlight, and long golden hair flows down past her form's end. A soft white dress drapes down from her shoulders like flowing robes decorated with blue thread stitched intermittently in nonsensical patterns. Deep eyes greet you as she looks upon each of you. A smile crosses her face. My champions, my friends, my apologies. I'm sorry for bringing you here this way, but we are in dire need of your assistance. A powerful being from your world is disrupting the fabric of our home, and you're the only ones we believe can stop him.
Who are you?
My name
Fuck
is
off.
Thromera. I understand your coarseness, your fear. But your time has gone. You can accept the fate you were dealt, or you can take on new life and purpose.
So we
Lisa.
died. Truly.
Unfortunately. Yes. But I am offering you new life. I'm offering you gifts and blessings and the beginnings of a power you can use to bring the change that is needed to our world.
Hey, what do you mean our world? Are we not going back? Can't we go back?
If you're so powerful, why can't you bring us fucking back?
My power has limits. It does not transcend to your home. We only have access to your home through a door that was not given to us.
So where are you gonna send us?
To my home. To the
Which-
lands that I love. To the people that I care for. A land of magic. A land that will be new and strange and unreal at times to you. But it is a land filled with love, filled with heartbreak, filled with people you can grow to care for, and filled with a purpose and potential that you can see realized.
What about the people here that we care about? Can we... Is there a way for us to say goodbye, at least?
I'm sorry.
I'm not fucking doing
Done.
this. This is fucking ridiculous.
Where will you go?
Turn around and I start walking.
Do you wish to cease? Do you wish for unexistence?
I wish to have a fucking choice, and I guess the only choice right now is either to cease to exist or to take you up on this meta quest, this fucking dream of a fucking video game we played 10 years ago with people who clearly I don't even know who the fuck they are anymore. Or to be honest, who the fuck they were back then.
This land is not a dream. It is not a remnant of that game and that story you told all those years ago. It is new. But there is a person from your home, and there's a person that you all were connected to from that game that was accidentally brought into my world. And they're creating imbalance. And I need your help.
Someone that we
Who?
know?
Their name was Tetsu.
What?
And they have become the Demon King in my land.
That's not
Adana-
funny. That is not funny.
It is not funny. I agree. It is very serious.
Adana Stacker's back. Almost as if they got slapped when this being, this entity names Tetsu. And they just close in on themselves and fall silent.
Tetsu was someone who was very important to all of us.
I understand. My home is very important. And I'm asking for your help. I can give you power that you could not dreamed of before. Me and my kin can aid you in the lands that are unknown to you. I will do whatever I can to support you. But I need you to say yes. Please.
And if we say yes, there's a chance we'll see Tetsu again, yes?
There's a guarantee.
Then yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't have much to go back to anyway, even if we could.
Yeah.
If a yes will wake me up from this fucking dream, then sure, why not?
Adana, I think, had been out of it for most of the rest of the conversation, but comes back in when they start hearing yeses come from everyone around them. And they're visibly scared and panicked as the eyes flip between everyone and then rest on this being. If there's a way for us to go from our home to here, is there really no way to go the other way?
It's beyond my power. I could only bring you here. I cannot send you back.
They grip their forearm and just quietly nod.
Thank you. She breathes a sigh of relief. You will shortly awaken in a world unfamiliar to you. But open your heart to it, and your path will unfold before you. Her gaze then drifts to Oliver. I'm sorry. Your existence will be in isolation from the others for a time. You will be alone, and you will learn of the world's cruelty in ways much earlier than the others, because he demands it. You have been sentenced to 1,825 days. When your time has ended, find the others. You will begin your journey. Suddenly, the woman's body begins to erupt in rays of light, and your eyes are filled with nothing but light. Until you hear birds. And we're going to take another quick break right there.
Our lives after. Our lives after.
When your sight returns, your bodies feel strange and unfamiliar. A clear blue sky stretches out above you, and as you sit up, you find yourself on a mountainous terrain. 2 tall obelisks stand nearby, and as you look, you see yourself lying in the wreckage of what you assume must have once been another obelisk. Looking around, you see you aren't alone. Others are here, lying on the ground in their own segments of wreckage with you. Except one, who is standing on the perimeter of this space. Watch all of you wake. Alex, can you please reveal yourself and describe Loveless for us?
Of course. You do not see Oliver anymore. You see Lovelace, who has served his sentence and is now waiting and watching with a pack animal at his side. You notice that he has a baubles, doodads, everything galore, as one said. All these different knickknacks that he's brought over the years. You see a large coat of what looks to be an admiral's jacket or a captain's coat. An eye patch covers his right eye. Short white hair. He stands at around 6'2". You notice the thing that most stands out about him, other than the combat boots and the kind of off-grayish pants that he's wearing, is this large mechanical gauntlet that covers his right arm, as well as snaking eel tattoos up his left arm and inner chest. He has a smile on his face. He looks greeting and warm, a bit sleepy, and he immediately shouts out when he sees all of you. "It's cold. We've got a long way to go. It's been a while. I've been waiting."
The rest of you see this man standing next to what appears to be a large, fluffy feline with like a moose's antlers that are carved back and kind of push past the sides of its head, leading to its shoulders. As you all start to get up slowly, Drac, please reveal yourself and describe what Adana looks like now.
I would love to. Now, Adana is a 6 foot tall, starting to reach 6'1", black, very androgynous looking person. Very much guess for lack of a better term, very much a pretty boy. They look like they're in their mid to late 20s, so that hasn't changed too much, but they're much more toned and leaned in build than they were, at least to them, minutes, maybe even seconds ago. They have silvery grey, snow white hair in a curly frohawk. The sides shaved low and black to contrast with the white of the top. Their right ear is pierced with several loop earrings, and in the earlobe is a kind of larger dangling earring with a red jewel in it. Both eyes are sky blue, right down to the point of where you can almost think you can see the clouds within their irises. But there's something odd about one of them. Their right eye is strange to look at. You don't notice it immediately, but upon a close inspection, you notice that their pupil isn't shaped right in that eye. It's shaped like a 4-point star. Across the left side of their face, going down their cheek, and then seemingly down the rest of their body, but you can only guess from the clothing, are lines, black lines, almost like tattoos. But they seem to be naturally part of the skin. There's 3 lines that start off parallel, and 2 of them turn a corner to bisect a singular one, and they continue down the rest of his face and body. You can see that some of the lines seem to poke out from the short sleeve shirt that they're wearing. They have over their shoulders a large cloak, very kind of heavy and warm. It's red with patterns of things that resemble a lot like eyes, reaching a point in the center where the eye is a deep red, almost blood red. And you see this pattern is repeated on the back side of their cloak, the rest of which is just plain red with some black on the inner side of it. They wear a fairly tight-fitting or a slim-fitted short-sleeve top with beiges and golds and blacks, and slim-fit trousers, similar red to the cloak, with boots that are black boots, which are decorated with some gold as well. And at their sides, at the belts, are several red and golden pouches, one of which feels a bit heavier than the others, but at least right now, Adana doesn't know what's in it. And they groggy rub their eyes and sit up in the grass and look around for that voice that just called out. Where are we? And who are you?
Adana, it's Oliver. I go by Loveless nowadays.
Oh. You look different.
I mean, so do you.
Wait, and at that they look down at their body and then touch their face. What's going on?
As you're looking out and panicking a little bit, Piper, please reveal yourself and let us know what Ryan looks like now.
Yeah, so Ryan's changed a lot and actually has lost height. Standing now at 5'2", a bit more of a kind of a masculine appearance, still very soft. You see Ryan now with kind of orange, almost like a wolf cut, slightly bouncy, slightly wavy hair, orange on top with undertones of blonde. You see their eyes now very bright orange, pale skin and freckles all over their nose, cheeks going up and kind of down their jaw. Strapped to their back, they have a large rounded shield underneath a long spear. Upon them, they're garbed in mostly the colors of kind of a creamy white, a dark earthy green, as well as browns and gold trimming. They seem a bit kind of lightly armored almost. Their boots white with some gold trimmings and slightly heeled as well. All over their garb, they seem to have almost this sunflower motif kind of going along their boots, their hips, and even down their brown cloak. There are these little golden yellow tassels that seem to kind of shimmer in the light. They stand looking around and kind of start tapping their face a bit, and they feel these feathery wings on either side of their head, and they seem to kind of stretch and move and flap a little bit as Ryan touches them and they kind of touch around, touch their chest. Oh, wow, okay. Hi.
Ryan? Are you Ryan?
I mean, yeah, but I don't feel like Ryan anymore. I mean, yeah, but no.
Hey, I'm trying not to panic, but it's not coming off. And you see them rubbing and like frantically rubbing their right hand. You notice that their right hand is entirely pitch black, and extends into pointed, almost claws rather than fingernails. Like it won't come off. I'm not entirely sure what's happening.
Hey, come. Do you mind? And they'll start to walk over, kind of extending their hands. Do you mind if I... look, I know a little bit of first aid just for being around siblings.
Please. And they'll
Okay.
extend their hand over to you.
Mhm. And they'll take the hand, kind of looking it over. It doesn't look injured at all. It's,
I think I have frostbite.
it's not cold.
Blackening skin.
Okay.
Frostbite. It's the only explanation.
Hey,
It's not
it's
coming
okay,
off.
Donna. We'll make sure to get it looked at once we find... Had a cat?
Yeah,
You would
I
know
mean,
it's called an Aedra.
you could just call it a big cat. It has a more technical name, but I mean, if you want to know it, I could let you know. It is basically just a cat.
Okay. Okay, well, we're
As
getting...
you're all talking, Liv, why don't you reveal yourself and tell us what you look like now?
But I'm shy. Hello. Hi. All right. So, the person that you formerly knew as Jimena starts to stir, and Cielo awakens. Same height, same like petite build, but where Jimena was like thin and lean and like very chic, whatever, if you will. Cielo got curves, baby. Okay, you reborn. We're gonna get titties up in here. No. she's she's a bit curvier, a bit softer. Her hair is now these like waves of just like warm brown curls. She has these angel wing hairpins. Okay, different. There is a difference. Hers are accessories that are pinned in and holding some of her curls back. She wears a soft like white dress with these gold metal adornments and trim. The sleeves are sheer and hanging off the shoulder, and then wrapped around and fastened is this soft like golden yellow silk scarf of sorts. And at the bottom of it trails off in like 4 points, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and at the bottom are little golden bells that jingle every time she moves. There are these high white socks with white boots that have like a brown and golden trim on them. Very much the garb of like actually, I'm not gonna say what the garb is. I'm gonna say it's not the garb of a warrior, though. I'll tell you that much right here, right now, compared to everybody else. I am not doing heavy lifting. That is not to the costume for me. That is not the build for me. But I do stand up and look around at the rest of the group, trying to get my bearings. Probably there's some of the curls out of the way because it's just a lot. It's way more than I'm used to, but. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a cat over here. Did not see the cat pop up. Just hit it in the face. But trying to get my bearings and figure out what's going on.
Love it.
Mhm.
And as you're finally standing up and the rest of you are looking at this large cat with antlers, finally, Stella, please reveal yourself and tell us what you look like now.
You see that Vissa is very changed. Vissa stands almost 6 foot tall, and she is curvy. Those curves are quite generous, in fact. Her features have grown sharper than they used to be. That softness is no longer there, and her eyes have turned into a dark jade in color. Most noticeably, as she's rising, moving behind her is an ethereal sort of cloak. It almost seems to betray the wind as it moves of its own volition, tattered, maybe forming into something like claws. It's kind of impossible to see what it is exactly, but it does look like a shroud of shadow. And tightly gripped in their hand is a black enamel scabbard bearing a red talisman. As Vissa looks around, she gives a long, drawn-out sigh.
Okay. you're Ryan. You're and I'll look to the two other figures who I don't, at least right now, don't know is Vissa and Jimena. Vissa and Jimena?
I was, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely been some changes, but not bad ones, I guess. Oliver, you said that you go by a new name now?
It's a long story. Loveless for short. Preferred, please. Anyways, do you all need food, water, clothes? It's cold. This mountain gets pretty cold.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this dress isn't much for warmth, so.
I will walk over to the Adra and unpack these very large. I mean, I don't know what size, shape, or form my allies would take in this journey, so I just got the largest I could find, and I begin to bring them over and hand them out gingerly to everybody. I went to a tailor, got whatever size. It's not really a science or really an art. It just kind of happens.
I'm
What you
okay.
want?
I can I have my cloak. Just I think Jimena might need it a bit more. And just wrap their cloak around them.
As you
have
all... Oh, go for it.
So have you actually been alone for however long?
What have you been doing?
It's 1,000
Alone.
days, right?
Yeah, roughly about 5 years. The first 3 weeks was kind of hell on earth, but after that it got easier. So, it honestly didn't change too much from what I was doing before. I was on a boat for most of it. I've only been back on land for about 2.5, 3 weeks now. Had to make it here on time, so just making sure that you're all right.
Is it everything that she made it out to be?
No, but that's for you to decide and for you to find out.
Hmm.
Anyways, I have some food, I have some waters. It's a bit of a journey down the mountainside back down to the village, the base of this mountaintop. Someone can ride on the Adra, we can walk. I just don't want it to get dark. We still have some daylight to us, but I prefer we start getting moving now rather than later. We can come to terms with all this once we make it down to the base or once we make camp for the evening, but for right now I just don't want any of y'all to get caught with a cold, so...
This is
Okay.
a very large cat.
Yes, it is.
What does it eat?
Vegetables? But honestly, that's a very large category, and over the last 4.5 years, it's taken me a lot to come to terms with everything I find out in the wild. That is not like a one-to-one match to what was back home, so... Mostly.
I'm gonna go and start petting one of the cats and trying to pet it the way I would pet a cat normally. Kind of start
Uh-huh.
under the chin, see how that goes. I mean, I didn't mean to interrupt because I do think I'd look over my shoulder and just, is there many differences, or are there apples, or are the apples different?
There are apples. Depending on which country and nation you're in or which port you're at, they'll have different names. Apples is kind of hard to come by, but if we want to refer to them as that, I think someone might just think it's another language or another culture.
So there's different cultures and different languages.
And
Is-
different people and different things.
Is there coffee?
An equivalent. It
Okay.
gets the job done.
That's something. Whew.
You can't possibly be feeling sleepy, and I'm still just
No, I just used to drinking coffee most days.
The Adra is
Are we
down
meant to
for
head somewhere?
the pets, by the way.
Yay!
It's enjoying it.
Oh my gosh, I am delighted.
Loveless? Loveless.
Yep, that's
Um,
correct.
Where are we meant to Where can we go?
Down this mountainside. About half a day, I believe. Could be way longer going up, but the Adra helps. But honestly, Francisco doesn't really like when I ride. So
Wait, who's Francisco?
Francisco.
the Adra, the stable
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Wait, you said half a day?
roughly. I mean, we're going decline, but it is snowy. It did snow the other day, so.
So wait, we're walking.
Maybe two of you could fit on the Adra, but generally speaking, yes, I could give someone a piggyback ride for like maybe 2 hours, but
I can. Oh,
I
I'll be
sigh
fine.
deeply and begin walking down slowly.
I feel like I might be able to carry someone.
You feel like you'd be able to carry someone?
I mean, I don't know. I feel really good.
I like hold my hands out.
All right, and I'll come over, and if you're okay with it, we'll pick you up. Oh my god, I'm jacked.
Wow, you are! Oh my gosh.
I'll gently
As you-
put you down.
Yeah.
As you all start slowly gathering yourselves and walking down this peak, you see far below you grassy kind of knolls and fields and trees springing up every once in a while. Far below, you see the small signs of a village and farms. And walking together, you are now on a new adventure. An adventure into the unknown to reunite with someone long gone. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Woo!
So I'm gonna throw it back to
Ooh.
Stella.
Ooh!
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, for supporting our premiere. Thank you so much again to all of our sponsors, and thank you so much to everyone who helped make everything possible. We are going to do some outros now, and so we're going to go right back around the table, and please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and tell us how you feel about this premiere that we had together. We'll start off with, I guess I'll just start. Hi, I'm Stella. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, welcome on in. Please consider giving us a follow. That is a free way that you can support what we're doing and also get notifications for when we go live. You can find me at Stella Luna on Twitch and Stella Luna TV on all other social media. I am a TTRPG producer and performer, so I just do this all full time. And I am so excited for all of you to get to know Viscera. Or I'm sure we're gonna do names next time. But yeah, I have some spicy lore in mind, and definitely not gonna be the most companionable person in the group, that's for sure. I'm gonna leave everything else spoiler free for now, and I'll pass it on over to Piper.
Hi everyone, I'm Piper. I have played Ryan this evening. I use they them pronouns, and we'll see. We're gonna mix it up a little for this place here. But you can find me at Maddie Matihi on Twitter. You can find me at Matihi on Twitch. And you can find me this Saturday over on my channel playing What We Do in the Shallows, a gay pirate adventure. Full of queer ships, both the ship and the togetherness ship. Great time. Yeah, I'm going to pass it on up to Liv.
You're coming by.
You're mute.
I mean,
Okay.
what? Huh?
No, we hear you. You just didn't hear the first part. Go ahead.
Hi. I'm being silenced, and I just think it's interesting. No. I've been Liv. I will continue to be Liv, and next time you'll see who I am. Stella dropped their character name, so I will tell you that mine is Cielo. So very, very excited to play. This has been something I've been waiting for so long. But yes, you can find me on really any social media at Living a Day. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't be posting much, but you will see alerts or notifications or going live messages whenever I am doing a project. And I'm doing projects, okay? We're back, baby. I feel like I kind of coasted for a minute, but we are back. Your girl is in multiple projects, and this is the one that I've been just so excited for, and it's live, and I'll be here with you all. Okay, I'm gonna start throwing up words. So before I start doing that, I'm gonna pass it to Alex. Alex, stop! I'm throwing up words. Alex, take it.
All good. It's all good. It's all good. Hey everybody, my name is Alex. I play the new character Loveless now, Oliver No More. You can catch me on social medias at Ghost Chicken RPG. Outside of my day-to-day life, I am very big into testing, designing games, so look out for that as I start to post more into 2024. What I'm most excited for in this game specifically is to be brought into the Hall of Fame of white-haired JRPG anime mentors like Kakashi Hatake and Gojo Satoru. So look out for your boy coming in hot, coming in soft and gentle and caring and awesome. And I'll pass it to Drek.
Sexy.
I find it so funny because not only are you like a white haired like mentor, you also got the whole thing of covering one of your eyes. Or so you got that going on as well. Hi, I'm Drake or Draconics. Today I played Adana, and I guess it's everyone else is dropping that isekai name. Yes, it's an isekai. I know you couldn't tell, but not if you didn't know, this is an isekai. Everyone dropped their isekai name, so I'm gonna drop mine. Mine is still Adana. I'm the only one in the
Whoa!
group who
Whoa!
doesn't change their name,
gosh.
and we'll see why, if there's even a reason. Maybe just random. Maybe I'm just too late to think of one. Maybe there's a story reason. Who knows? My character's name is still Adana say. But yeah, no, we've been working hard on this behind the scenes for I think literally months, probably like 3 or 4 months at this point. So yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm very excited. I think what I'm excited for is combat, honestly, so we can show off our cool abilities. And I want to hear all of your guesses of what kind of class we fall under. But yeah, I think that's what I'm excited for. I'm gonna throw it over to our wonderful GM, Emma.
Hi, I'm the wonderful GM Emma. I played a lot of corporate drones. Apparently, that's what I played. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada, and I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches, and you can find information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. And there will be news about that coming soon. And it's very exciting. But I've been so excited to run this game and prepare this game, and I love, and grew up with like Japanese RPGs and isekai stories, and when Drac tweeted about wanting to run this game or play in this game, I was like, let me, please, I'll run it for you. And I'm so excited that we're finally here. I can't wait to reveal bits of this world to you and like some of the culture and some of the world building that I'm doing that I think is just really cool. And I hope you all like it and you have a great time in this little playground. But that's all I got. Stella, is there anything more that we need to say?
Yes. Please tune in to our next episode. It is going to be live Thursday, February 15th, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to see some little teaser lore things that we dropped, check out the hashtag #OurLivesAfter hashtag on Twitter. We've been dropping character art, and there's some little teeny quotes in there. What do they mean? I don't know. And also check out all of the very beautiful, awesome pixel art sprites that Emma Panada did. Yeah. I want to give a really special shout out to Murgles and the Lady May in particular for pushing through this past weekend and really helping us get the intro video finished, which is chef's kiss, so beautiful. And yeah, that's going to be it for us. Have a wonderful night.
I actually want to hop in real quick
Yeah.
and say I also want to say thank you to Jiraiya. So the song Risk, Risk, Risk is our intro, and Jiraiya is the one who wrote it. It's officially their song. We reached out to them and their label, and they said they're okay with us using it as our intro. So I want to say thank you to them. Highly recommend listening to it. If you noticed my Spotify Wrapped, I tweeted my Spotify Wrapped, and it was just this song on repeat. So that was your little clue as well for everyone who's listening to what we were working on behind the scenes. So thank you, Jiraiya. They write incredible music. Check out our latest record, honestly, because it's really good. But yeah, now I'll
Yes.
say back to you. So.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.